So my name is Neeti. I'll be going to RISD this fall, 2013. So I had a bit of a conundrum when I was choosing colleges because I wasn't sure whether I wanted to go to an art school or a liberal arts school. So I applied to both. But when I came to art schools, I only applied to the best of the best. So MICA, which is the Maryland Institute College of Art, and RISD, which is pretty much widely considered the best. And liberal arts colleges like Sarah Lawrence, Smith, Skidmore. Well, I chose RISD because, well, it seemed the best. I was initially torn between MICA and RISD because MICA seemed more friendly. They kept sending me more and more information, but RISD, I did a bit more research and found out about their courses. And as it turns out, RISD offers more opportunities, which I think is important as well. MICA was limited. So when you start your art supplement, you should keep in mind to include as much as you can. You should include a variety of things, and you should include the things that you are good at, your strengths. But also keep in mind that when you do a number of mediums, don't include those that you aren't that great in. Like when I started off, I wasn't proficient in oils at all. I had no idea about oil painting, and I usually used watercolors. But I couldn't just include watercolors, so I dabbled a bit in graphic design. I did some Photoshop work. I did some poster color work. Just try and include as much as you can, and three-dimensional stuff also. That's very important. Try and include that. And photography also, if you're good at it, there's no harm including it, especially if it's going to be your major. Obviously, it should be majority photography based. Also include your basics as in drawing. They want to know that you know your human figures well, your not landscapes as such, but proportions while making buildings, etc. Also in your portfolio, remember, RISD really values process. So include pages of your workbook. Maybe while you're making a particular painting, include the pictures of it at different stages of painting. That's very important. Also your concepts. Also source your material. So if you say you use a reference for something, write that down. Sourcing is very important. And RISD also had 2 essay supplements other than the Common App. You have to write why you wanted to go to RISD, why it was important to you, and what you could contribute to the RISD community. And the other was an essay of your choice. And I chose one about how art can contribute to society. So the high point of going to RISD is basically finding like-minded people. I know this is very stereotypical, but I've been surrounded by people who like science, who like computers, the typical Indian occupation pattern, and doctors and lawyers. So it's been really interesting to actually find people who like art and the same sort of art I do, because there's so much variety, and you have to find someone who likes the same thing you do. Also, the variety of courses at RISD, obviously since it's an art college, there'll be all sorts of classes. So printmaking, which I've never tried before, glass blowing, that'll be fun. And it sounds kind of dangerous to learn stuff. And what else? And also the number of, I'm looking forward to a lot of guest speakers coming there, because Providence, I think, has been named the cultural capital of America. Also, it has the highest number of donut and coffee shops per square feet. That's just a perk. But yes, looking forward to life there, meeting other artists, taking art classes, and also going to lots of museums and exhibitions, hopefully.